How's it going, everybody? Just going to go ahead and do Monday's Bible study late on a Sunday night. Let's keep reading in the New Living. It's been working for us. It's pretty easier to understand, and there doesn't seem to be any false doctrine in it. They arrested the apostles, put them in the public jail, but an angel of the Lord came at night, opened the gates of the jail, and brought them out. Then he told them, "Go into the temple and give the people this message of life." So at daybreak, the apostles entered the temple, and they were told and immediately began teaching. And when the high priests and the officials arrived, they convened at the high council the full assembly of the elders of Israel, and they sent for the apostles to be brought from the jail for trial. But when the temple guards went to the jail, the men were gone. So they returned to the council and reported. The jail was securely locked, with the guards standing outside, but when the gates were open, no one was there. When the captain of the temple guard and leading priest heard that, they were perplexed, wondering where would it all end. Then someone arrived with startling news. The men you put in jail are standing in the temple teaching to the people. The captain went with his temple guards and arrested the apostles, but without violence, for they were afraid of the people would stone them. Wow. Pretty fascinating, huh? Again, supernatural times when you're in the book, when you're living in the Bible in real time. It is always going to be supernatural. That tells you that once the Antichrist receives his deadly wound, it will be supernatural, which probably means the AI or the artificial intelligence will start to begin to do deep fakes to, frame sheep. Imagine that. What would be the chances of that? All right, let's move on to Revelation. Chapter 18, verses 15 through 22. The merchants of these things were made rich. There's the merchants. We were just looking at the ships in yesterday's. We knew it was coming. That's why we looked it up. Merchants of these things, which were made rich by her, shall stand afar off with fear and torment, weeping and wailing, and saying, Alas, that great city, which was clothed with fine linen, purple and scarlet, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, for in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught. And every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood far off. Again, ships, sailors, seas. That's why we looked that up, Israel, with all the ports. What was it, 5 or 6 different ports? And we were telling you in yesterday's study that this goes back to that land all the way to antiquity and back. So when it was naming, all the things that they, all the supplies that they had and so forth. The smoke of the burning of this great city, what is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, the great city where we were made rich and had ships by the sea by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour is she made desolate. And Israel has tons of ports. We just showed you that yesterday. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for God hath avenged you on her. And mighty an angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, thus saying with violence, that great city of Babylon be thrown down and shall be found no more at all. So talking about being that it's ground zero for Mystery Babylon, all sheep that have been killed because of her, vengeance is the Lord's. And the voice of the harpers and the musicians of the pipers and the trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee, and no craftsman of whatsoever craft he be shall be found no more at all in thee, and the sound of the millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee. I'm glad you're here. I love you very much. Ask questions anytime. That's what I'm here for.